talk about dopamine detox. I did a video on this not too long ago, and it's a popular thing now. A lot of people talking about doing a dopamine detox. So what is that? All right, it's a way of basically your dopamine is your motivational chemical in your brain. And so as you accomplish things and achieve stuff, this is how we survive, because as we accomplish things and we achieve stuff, you get hits of dopamine, which drives you to continue to achieve stuff. Well, they've done studies on dopamine. One of them was with rats, and when they gave rats free hits of dopamine, when they'd press a little button, those rats lost all of the motivation to do anything other than get the dopamine hit. And so to include even things that would involve their most basic survival, like eating and stuff like that, it's a drug. They would go for the dopamine hit rather than, even feed themselves. And so that's pretty powerful drug, okay? And a lot of what we do to try to seek out pleasure, whether it's women, whether it's fapping to pornography all day long, whether it's achieving excellence, whether it's going to the gym, or whether it's playing video games for 12 hours a day, these are all things that are giving us a level of dopamine satisfaction. And unfortunately, here's the thing about it. Our dopamine sensors are designed, evolutionarily speaking, to handle only so much stimulation. And so what happens in the technological age, that little device you have in your pocket that you're probably watching this video on right now, that phone of yours, with social media and apps, all your apps and stuff, it's designed to give you dopamine hits, much like how they design casinos to keep you in a casino. It's just like there's this stimulation that constantly, you just, another swipe, another check, another scroll, a like, a post, a comment, all these things are designed. These are small dopamine hits you're getting. Problem is, though, is that we haven't had smartphones for 200,000 years, right? And so I didn't even grow up with a smartphone. This is last decade or a couple decades now that we've had these things. Social media really probably took off more like a decade and a half ago, maybe, like really took off. I mean, I don't know how far we want. I never had a MySpace, so I don't know how far we want to go back, but you get the idea. It's like our neurochemical system hasn't evolved to handle the technological influx of information that we have in the world now that overloads our dopamine systems. And so what happens is we literally exhaust or numb those systems. And now, let's say you have to do something grueling in order to achieve something like success in your business. Well, you don't have the attention span anymore to sit down and do that. It doesn't feel good. You're not getting that reward. And so the idea is that you do a detox to, be able to clear out your dopamine systems and then to achieve those rewards again for doing more or less grueling activities, not necessarily grueling, but it doesn't have to be grueling, but things that you need to do that should give you a reward, but you're not getting that reward because you've overloaded those systems, right, with all of this other stimulation. So that's the idea of a dopamine detox. I did a video on it. You can check that out. I'm not going to repeat that. What I'm going to give you, though, is a suggestion, and I recommend the detox. I recommend doing that, okay? I recommend going through that process. But what I recommend also is that you watch how you live your everyday life too. So you're not having to just detox all the time, okay? And so what does that mean? That means start Xing out and getting rid of things in your life that are taking up your energy and giving you an artificial dopamine hit. What do I mean by that? All right. So politics, right? Hot topics right now, social justice and politic discussions we can have all over social media. I can get on social media and get a massive amount of, spend a couple hours posting things and arguing with people on social media about ideas and things like that, right? And get a lot of like dopamine hits from doing that. But what did I just accomplish though? What did I really accomplish in terms of achieving my goals? How did I better myself, right? Now, I could rationalize a way I've bettered myself by having some dumb discussion on Facebook over, I don't know, Trump or whatever. But the reality is, I didn't advance myself at all. I mean, let's be real, right? If I do that, I spend 2 hours of my day doing that. 2 hours I'll never get back. What I did was I exhausted my dopamine systems doing something stupid that doesn't advance me in any way, shape, or form. So that is what I suggest to you. Instead of doing a detox, although a detox is good, don't just do that. What you really need to do is to get rid of all this stimulation and all this artificial crap. You know what I mean? And so that's what my recommendation is. To X out these things in your life that are causing you to waste your time and energy. It's really that simple. And stop multitasking, okay, and blowing out your dopamine receptors before noon because you're doing too many things at once and getting nothing accomplished. High-level people don't do that, all right? You go to sit down and do some work, all right? Get off social media, get rid of the external stimulation, shut the news off, shut all of these distractions, get rid of them. When you're driving, put a passive thing on like podcast, my videos, or music, and just drive. Don't scroll on your phone, answer calls, writing things, you know what I mean? These things are overloading your systems. Try to do one thing at a time and do it really well. You'll be really surprised and impressed on how much that's going to help you. And what that does for you is it relieves that overloading of your dopamine systems, which helps you be more proactive about what you're doing. It helps you stay more focused, and it helps you be in more of a alpha state and be in control. All right? Versus being overstimulated and rushed and reactive. And so the dopamine detox will help clear out some stuff and make it so, you can get those rewards again doing normal, doing productive activities. But the other piece of this is don't live your life where you're overstimulating yourself in those systems all the time. All right? Take things piece by piece, one at a time. You know what I mean? Get rid of all of this external crap that is weighing your brain down and giving you brain fog. That's how you can clear out those dopamine systems regularly and then utilize those reward systems to achieve excellence, your goals, to maintain an alpha frame, and to maintain a proactive, calm, cool mindset throughout the day. That's going to help everything in life, relationships, goals, everything. So that's the trick. No special meditation trick there. No special affirmations. No do this one trick, this thing happens. It's very simple. Just get rid of the BS. Get rid of the BS. And you're going to find yourself a lot more mentally focused. Better than any drug or anything external you could do. Thanks again for the support. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Get on my list for free content. Take care.